struggle with their attack side on road since the last time that they played it, but this is ridiculous. This is something extraordinary from the young gun that Fnatic have picked up.
Sit down.
Fnatic just not even like not, but they picked Corrode Mini.
Yeah, and this is exactly what they needed to do.
Okay, we are ready. Players are ready, and so are our caster for today's first series.
On a weaker side of the map, a mid portion, Boaster lying, and unfortunately caught out. Big entry pick from Levin.
BBL often leaving the B site open when they play GX.
Going to play as a late win condition here, lurking through, but BBL already making work through CT and clearing it out. Alpha's works out, getting rid of Prophet. So all the bodies towards CT, and Fnatic know that they're going to set up for it. Levin through, but Fnatic completely fill the kill feed.
BBL had put their priority, leaving B open, and paying a hefty price here, but taking a step back again. That has to be the master plan for Fnatic and their champions run, because they've had a few goes at it now over the last. They're continuing to push their own interests, further them through middle. It's Sociable instead that gets the opener A main.
And first kills, but also pretty high in first deaths as well. And Prophet gets caught out.
The risk that you take, but two players immediately behind Link side. A wall placed here by Alpha, just signposting the authority of Fnatic as they continue this slow creep, and Levin caught trying to make some sort of a play. Yampi could suffer a similar fate, and there you go. They're pushing for these top 4 spots, or at least it feels like they've been there or thereabouts all year long, up to narrowly missing out from stage 1 in Toronto. And so here, really, in these bigger games, against the kind of opposition that you have to beat to put yourself on the biggest of stages, don't want to see the ground fall from beneath their feet too quickly.
But, and I was about to say, Fnatic want to execute. They do have the ultimate. Well, the first of that is going to be the Dimensional Drift, and that's combined with the Steel Garden. And Kajak's entry into the site is blistering. Magnum's able to at least get one back in BBL's favour, but they're still at a numbers disadvantage.
Fantastic set piece to open up, but BBL still have numbers here, and Sociable has one more TP, but Alpha finds him inside the smoke.
Yeah, now Fnatic 2 to the good. It gets even worse. Magnum, the only one really being able to get kills in this round, and waiting for the wall to drop so he can get Prophet to support him, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be Fnatic dominance in this round once again. Looking to be 5 in the row unless Prophet can find 3 of his own, but he's thrown in the white flag. He tries to escape.
Coach, you don't need to invest an early timeout just yet. Give Fnatic an opportunity to talk things over either. They'll be making their way over to the A site. Yampi's already put a hell of a lot of noise on the B side. He leaves behind him Chronicle, who will be slow on his approach, and Magnum out of Link is the player to be worried about.
BBL have control of Spike, but look at Alpha finding another angle of approach.
Profex considered this though, and from the angle he will find the Turk. Taken down now, 4 versus 2. Numbers in favor for BBL to increase their efforts, double their round count.
Last player standing.
Without a break in play required either. It's Prophet to strike yet again. Chronicle have the pit. There is no position from which to play. Magnum in the end.
Yampi's towards top mid, jump spotting, and has long range utility that can support. But Fnatic have somehow been too focused on what they were doing, and Levin's got an opportunity to find a player. That was Kajak.
Common positioning for Levin as well. I'm surprised that he's able to take the 1 versus 1 there. And that makes it all the more surprising. I mean, even here, Boaster's overlooked it. Caught falling foul to the same player again.
That's going to be on a timer to when it expires, but Fnatic trying to brute force their way through A-Link, and it's not working out. Prophet gets the pick onto Chronicle, and Sociable pushing main gets Alpha. Leaves crashes in a 1 versus 3.
Sight at his disposal for now, but Sociable closing the gap with that paranoia.
Yeah, and so is the rest of BBL. They'll get confirmation of their 4th.
It's after the timeout usually that you then see those improvements come through. The difference here, BBL on this extremity with the Yoru pushing the envelope.
11 forced out. BBL looking to regress their positioning and delay as much as they possibly can, but Fnatic have changed their pace. Where's Sociable come from? Unfortunately, risked it too much and gets caught out as Fnatic overwhelm the site and look to finish this one off.
So much work on his shoulders.
All trained to this one position. You'd expect this is impossible, and it is. Fnatic finally make it 6.
Thing that the Nightfall would have hit onto enough targets, and even Crashies was marked, but just has the presence of mind to stay aware of the possibility. It's a really interesting Viper wall that we have on the XGX, looking for their first on this A push. It started with success. Prophet finding Alpha. Kaajak trying to flash back out, and takes 2. Oh! The Prince of Pistol. Ridiculous flicks from Kaajak. And of all players, it's Yampi that's got to try and walk back in.
They'll struggle with their attack side on road since the last time that they played it. But this is ridiculous. This is something extraordinary from the young gun that Fnatic have picked up.
Sit down.
That's why Sociable's still holding on here, seeing if he can at least get something.
That'll have to be the plan for the next round. Kaajak spearheading it again. In terms of what options that leaves BBL with, the Viper Wall's committed towards mid. They've got to walk in dry. It's Kaajak again! A triple made into a quad. And inside the first 3 rounds, he's nearly had 2 aces.
BBL will feel hard done by.
Attack side, you expect to set the pace of the rounds too, but it's falling to Fnatic's favor. Kaajak is thriving in this environment right now. Scott can certainly slap a hand, I'll tell you that. Dapped us both up, felt like a rocket had gone off, and Fnatic have certainly got a fire lit underneath them here. Yampi responds in kind, 1 kill, needs 4 double headshot, only 1 though. And as much as we talked up Profek, he has a mountain to climb. Alpha can see him coming.
The razor vines of the Vise. Crashies waiting for the opportunity to get in, but the Nightfall makes the site anchors a little bit unsteady, a little bit uneasy, and Alfia makes it look easy. As Fnatic look to fall on down, collapse upon BBL as Fnatic hit 12 with an in-zone flawless.
Discussion, this is only going to be a huge positive to take for Fnatic on that road to champs that we expect. Simplistic shutdown.
Toxin screen down.
Big entry kill as well. Alpha gone. That's that Vice util offline. As BBL tried to pivot in towards B, but Boaster takes a timing on towards the Phantom, and it's just a Sheriff, but he's in. Oh, he's in his cosmic form and gets taken off guard.
Have an open sight. The problem is, Chronicle can disrupt this.
He can and will. That's the spike, remember, and the players can't get out.
2 players on the double stack. It should be done.
Both players holding, and confirmation there. Fnatic on their debut of Corrode will win it out.
BBL have decided to bring back the triple initiator here on Ascent.
That initiation power as best they can in a straightforward manner. With the suppression on Alpha, no headhunter in his hands, Sociable secures it.
There's players from Fnatic that could catch him off guard.
Timing from Crashies, and Magnum has now been located. The classics click away, and there he is gone. On the underhand of Yampi, back into short, catches Kaajak, looks for the second, comes through Levin. The conduit! The killer on the face of BBL.
Kills and SKPR, most kills per round.
Getting used to the environment that little bit more as Magnum goes back into the mid angle. In Alpha's absence, there are plenty on the Fnatic side. It's a Bulldog that can be picked up later on.
Who will go and pick up that Bulldog as Fnatic look to set themselves for the retake. Unfortunately, Prophet tries to go a bit aggressive, and
where Fnatic's preparation should be tailored, Alpha's flag is completely unconsidered.
As BBL focused on the side, Alpha comes in at the right time, gets the first but not quite the second. Levin's the only real rifle here, Hazza.
It's got plenty of work to do. I mean, Sociable holding across from main.
Yeah, and well, he's holding on to it but can't hold on long enough.
He's looked next level again. It's so frustrating for BBL. Varying levels here, BBL just doing what they know works. This quick A hit, which so far, Fnatic haven't been able to deal with, at least initially.
No, they haven't. Not been able to hold on to the site. Alpha looking for an angle and accidentally works against them. Levin getting the entry.
Players like Prophet, but now the group up to fight the push from short.
Blood from short is where the players try to get out from, but it's just Boaster all alone on site. Levin holds left trigger and completely blitzes the opponents coming out.
Second layer when there isn't a player flanking from main or given complete access, free reign in heaven. BBL just taking their timings here instead.
Let's go!
Still questions being posed at BBL here by Alpha.
Yeah, and it's big execute ultimates that BBL have, the first of which has already been used. That's the Nightfall, and the Hunter's Fury ripped from Crashes has not hit. Boaster taking an alternative angle doesn't work out, but he needs to move. He needs to get out of there, and the spam works out. Another entry pick for BBL. Yes, they want to go, but remember there's no flashes left realistically, and that dimensional drift will clear out Levin, but that doesn't mean you're going to win the fight. Not against this man, who keeps continuously winning out. The primary's taken offline, and BBL trying to find. All the hopes are put on right here. Players low on Fnatic's side, and we should be one bullet. They'd be able to win this out against a couple, but instead, no. Just Prophet, shorty in hand, first bullet hitting, and now Kaajak on the spike against his Polish opponent. Poke in the next round. This defense economy cannot be stabilized whatsoever, and Fnatic shown so much respect to BBL's aggression every single time. Levin, another entry, and BBL, another site opened.
It does still represent the highlight of his career so far, that Grand Finals win over them in 2023 as Magnum found the first. Kaajak wanting to give a little bit more airtime to Sociable there before pulling the trigger. Oh, and the only healthy one.
A really difficult loss for Fnatic. That's what was a potential 3 now down to 1 rifle carried into the next round.
I just look at the utility usage here as well. I'm so glad we caught it on the replay. First safe position from Alpha, taken away. Can't play Pizza because of the salvos. It's 10 toes down on the site. Nightfall in the 5-on-5 to stop Fnatic getting back in.
Yeah, and they know that the short is usually where they try and make their approach, and Nightfall invested, Levin leading the charge, Crashes was only able to get Sociable. As we look towards Heaven as well, that's where Boaster's making his approach. BBL might have already done enough to stop Fnatic getting out, but instead, no, it's Alpha here from main. Bodies everywhere, carnage. This is Prophet looking to try and deny this. Shorty in hand, but instead, it will be... Wait, is there enough time?
Yeah, just about. Out of thin air, the same one that he was hoping to land against Yumpy a few rounds ago, but here you have it. It's so scrappy on site. BBL just want to extend that lead, and Alpha stops them dead at the gates.
BBL just forcing the issue maybe a little bit too much. The spike is all the way out on B. And remember, Prophet doesn't have ultimate either, so BBL are just being aggressive, running it down.
But can recollect the spike. Or should I say Boaster? Got a little bit caught up in that one there. You're always expecting the attack side to be the ones playing fetch, but as you say, it is royally screwed as expected.
He has all stage, all year. He's been on form here, and it's a dimensional drift invested by Kaajak to clear out the site.
Closest rounds that Fnatic had previously were from their set executions. Given a chance, a swing at the A site, It's a slight miss for the time being. Kaajak has restored order, but Magnum is right there in and amongst it. Crashy's removed, and Chronicle on the other side of the map, leaving only Boaster in position with the spike. He goes for the plant, and BBL not looking to rush things.
No, but I mean, they should get a move on with it only being Boaster.
Buying as much time as he possibly can. Needed that first shot cleanly. And with Kron cleared out.
Firing off and screaming danger, but they've not cleared the corner. The trigger discipline!
Brilliant.
Walks out for Sociable. Remember, that was the one rifle that Fnatic had. They'll be able to rescue it. Alfia continuing forward, but he's been identified.
There's nobody watching B main here again for BBL, but it matters not. When you can fell the spike in the center of the map, you put your back to the wall and face outwards. Chronicle expected.
Towards that side of the map. And right now, BBL, Fnatic for the first time have really went to B main, right? And well, that is, I could see Kashi's no way out, chucks the spike back. Confirmation of a kill.
BBL still aggressive.
Continuing on, Magnum on the line, but is he baited enough for Sociable? They're going to still try and clear it out. Fnatic and Sociable still alive, blind sure, but can't quite get another. Giampi had to drop away off the angle. The players still not identifying his position! And when they do, he finds two! Boaster now trying to escape, and that's what's going to put Boaster in a favourable position. Has to commit to the spike, the spam not quite hitting. Giampi getting up close and personal, Levin here now. Boaster needs a clean engagement, a first one. Levin potentially given that, but they know exactly where Boaster is. One player to find, but it's Levin instead. With that being said, Levin needs to be careful, tries to take an engagement. He wants more. He's going again!
It's the great equalizer for Fnatic, but then again, here is the mid-aggression. They spotted the two Arch players, but they still don't know about Giampi.
He's so deep.
And he's here in the footfall.
And there's nothing to stop this flag.
Oh.
Well, Crashy says actually, never mind. Two players to the good. Profit from the corner, trying to deny the players getting out. Does so. Shorty now to get rid of Alpha. He's got control of Spike. This could be it. The map won.
It's looking very likely. So intelligently set up by Profect. Plays anti to the TP coming in from Kaajak, and now Fnatic left down to their last two players. 27 HP between the two. Crashy's investing the Hunter's Fury to bring the odds back in their favor, but the health pool still isn't there, and so too the spike.
Yeah, this would be enough. One shorty bullet would probably grab the both players, but as they come out, Magnum just holds left trigger, and so does Profit. BBL win map number 2.
BBL, the double initiator, we've seen this composition 1,000 times. What do you think they can do against Fnatic?
As it was all of a sudden, stunned to try and set him up. The proactivity put in the set piece. With an aftershock at the feet of Crashies, he's forced to move forwards, but it's not a problem. In fact, it's the green light he was looking for. Fnatic from the starter gun have not missed a beat, but neither has Magnum this series. Just biding his time and waiting for the plant to be confirmed.
Tap of the spike bakes Magnum back in though, and Alpha commits to that spike plant.
Magnum's got out back sight, and as he closes the distance, Alfia unaware! Magnum pops his head up.
That's a big aspect to be considering. Haven's defense notoriously hard. Recent trends have shown against that, but that's more the ISO Euro comps, not the traditional ones that we've been seeing. And it's a big clutch from Magnum.
BBL Classic! BBL Classic! BBL Classic!
It was difficult for them, and Haven at times, when maybe you don't have as much official experience, at least running this composition.
I'm out of here. Shortcut.
Trying to force their way in, make it closer angles, closer fights, which will favour these Sheriffs. That's an insane shot.
Have cleared the place, and with Magnum back in, needs the timing on the drone, and Kaajak has a rifle now.
So Heaven's outlaw against 4. As soon as he has to reload, you can imagine that he'll be
gonna inhibit his chances. There's the next, but yeah, it's a round signed, sealed, and delivered personally by Kaajak. Levin will make sure that not a single player escapes from the round with their life. But it's the same story. Fnatic in the second round. The pistol undone almost immediately. Then that's an opportunity for Crashies to break it with the shock. It missed.
It did. Well, Kaajak will be telling his team that, but Magnum takes his opportunity out the cage.
And all retaking from defender spawn side.
Out they go. Boaster still not cleared, and well, he takes his chance, takes his opportunity. Only able to get one, but plays in the rest of Fnatic. Still though, you're waiting on Alpha to activate.
My sentry picks from Boaster, he's the one that gets aggressive. And if you want to speak to the strengths of this Fnatic composition with the double controller, you have to be thinking, it's yet another thing to be thinking about. But right now, it is Route 1, a direct approach. It's Kaajak at the front.
Taken out.
Now, straight away, Hunter's Fury back, and that's a big couple tags! And an entry for BBL, well, a double, and Yampi's making that pain even worse. Both players low on Fnatic, though, that's the problem that these players will have, and it needs to be clean fights from here on out, which it has been for the most part, but it's Boaster all alone as all of BBL descend upon his position.
Is that it wasn't guaranteed. No. You had Yampy and Levin walk down mid off of this Hunter's Fury, which was really nicely played, but from that position, Levin was the only one left on the flank.
Oh, some star-studded players. Oh, Levin.
Too long, and now the drones traded either way. Full focus on short for Magnum, planting his feet, entrenched in the corner, yet to be cleared, but peeking into Boaster, who on the fadeaway has picked up yet another.
Ready to hit into the site.
Fnatic back on their feet. Profek has made a juncture of his own. Boaster, you least expect it. Now with twice the numbers and time to set up this post, you expect Fnatic to be in the driver's seat, and that's exactly what you get.
To get savvy to what BBL are trying to do with upsetting their flow of the round.
It was a pixel.
Yeah,
it was a pixel.
It's unlucky. But you can see that, right? Like the aggression that BBL was using, the fact that both players look to hold it down.
Only one gun heard. One dash away. This is where Yampy gets overlooked, and Levin comes back in, circles to position with blood in the water, but it's Crashies to draw it. Boaster in the back line now, Profek having to do it all.
I mean, he's got Magnum close by.
Revealing area.
Bill comes in, jump up sociable, finding one.
Gets thrown in, but Boaster's trying to deny it, as well as Kron, and they'll get it.
For Fnatic, and sometimes that's what you need. If he feels like the read is there, set up for the rest of the team.
Oh, nice spray transfer.
Why not lead the charge? And as you say, Crashies also having his moments. Fnatic giving us the team performance right now, whereas for BBL is monitoring it with Chronicle, and now that the flank is hit, it's the call to action for BBL.
Yeah, that's exactly where they're going. Levin completely wipes out Kron.
Second headshot.
Crashies being forced all the way back. Magnum holding sight by himself while Yampy's close by, and it works out. A pistol round win on the horizons for BBL here. Wins.
That's exactly it. An in-zone flawless, cheeky position from Magnum in the corner here. More than anything else, BBL keeping Fnatic humble at this stage in the game.
Boys!
In Garage, which will need to be dealt with by BBL, and can buy some stall if the nano is opened, which it won't be. It's Alpha's head instead.
And BBL bust onto that side, but Kajak's timing works out. Trying to bust out into safety, does so, and Magnum's lying there and wait! But Kajak's unbelievable!
So quick! BBL anything but, they're yet to hit the C site. Huge 1v1 on Sociable, but he wins it and opens up B.
Now, trying to Boaster down, a little bit of delay, but it'll be chip damage instead onto Yampy. Oh, that's a nice paranoia, but Kron hasn't capitalised. Finally closing up, and Yampy hears the steps, calling for support through his Sova, but it doesn't come. Now Sociable needs to clutch with time so low. Boaster peeks out. Kron low, a shock's enough, and that's what's going to win it! Right now.
Omen ult immediately to just set the tone. Missed shot from Kaajak goes past the leg of Magnum, who hasn't stopped. As BBL sprint towards the C site. It's a double stack with two players off the shoulder. Boaster will be collecting the info, but the ult doesn't quite fan out backside, so he doesn't get full visual. Levin undetected. Magnum follows it up, but still Fnatic have the trades. Yumpy needs a whole lot more here, and he's gonna get it! The Finn to finish them off! Their feet, and in the 7 months that we've seen between the last time they faced, it might just be another 2-1 for the Turkish org.
It could be. Boaster trying to be aggressive in towards window, but Magnum's on the other side. Kron now next up, but look at BBL. Oh!
Spike
They're
down
trying
mid.
to work in droves, but instead, Kron proves some resistance. Alfier catches the next.
Our previous winners looking for back-to-back in successive years. But BBL, the first task, has not been so easy. And Levin still thinking about it. Oh, Kaajak was low. That was an opportunity. He's waiting for this. And he's left unchecked. So under the microscope, Magnum picking up the first of those kills, still hanging around in the back as the rest of BBL have arrived on the scene, busting into playoffs. And now set up for that rematch with Heretics, perhaps, unless Chronicle. Thing that's gone his way in the previous week or so. You're asking for so much in this situation. Denies the plant. A strong start, and with the pit in pocket, a tool to play with. He's stunned, thrown up into the air as the BBL players will find themselves on their feet as well. An eruption on their side of the stage.